Pro Football Weekly's primetime preview. This week, the Eagles and Cowboys, a huge matchup in the NFC East. Guys, last week, the Eagles were off, coming off a bye week. They had a lot of things to figure out. We know they've struggled a little bit this year. Was 1 week enough to figure out what they needed to?
No way. 1 week is not enough time to figure out all their problems, knowing they've got issues in the offensive line, secondary, linebackers, a lot of things to figure out. They still haven't been able to stop the blitz very well, too, on offense. Michael Vick has to do a better job when they send extra rushers.
Yeah, but the one thing you have to look at with Andy Reid is his record coming off of bye
Yep.
weeks. He was 12-0 going back to 2000, and I think that stands to how good of a coach he is. You give him 2 weeks to prepare, and he does an outstanding job. So I think they definitely have that in their head this week.
And obviously the talent level is not the problem. It was just a matter of getting it all together. They didn't have as long during the offseason. They didn't have an offseason, so maybe this bye week is just enough to kind of get them going. On the Cowboys side of things, they move the ball, they stop. Rob Ryan comes up with pretty good schemes on the defensive side, but just something's not quite right. What's going wrong for the Cowboys?
Well, I think it's a matter of not playing 60 minutes. Some coaching issues, some player issues as well. The inconsistent run game we saw. 80, 90 yards a game the first 5 weeks of the season. Then last week, a big performance from DeMarco Murray. Who knows if they'll keep it up. I'm really concerned about that offensive line, too. I think they're 1 or 2 injuries away from being devastated there.
I think it's already a problem with what they have right now. You look at the guards right in the middle of the offensive line. I think it's a big issue that they're already on their backup center. I don't think Tony Romo's got the protection inside that he needs to step up and feel comfortable in that pocket. And the edge protection hasn't been great with Tyron Smith and Doug Free. I think they've both struggled, been holding more often and been penalized more often this season. So I think both of them have struggled.
It just seems like they make the crucial mistake when you really don't. When you need it, you need a big play. They come up with a crucial mistake that ends up costing them. So who's going to win?
I think the Philadelphia Eagles win this game. Knowing you talked about Reid, able to come up with a game plan. I think they can mask some of their problems for 1 week, and they match up pretty well with this Cowboys team.
Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles as well. I don't think you can bet against that record.
They have the talent. We're just waiting to see the team that we thought we were going to see in the offseason. And they got all these guys, and now that maybe they've had that week, and this is the week we finally see them put it together.
They're going to have a couple of those games this year where they look outstanding. I just don't think we're going to see that team the whole season.
Yeah, the consistency is going to end up being the problem there. That's our primetime preview. For the best coverage of the league, check us out at ProFootballWeekly.com.